The latest Pompey news, updates every day from the Pompey Sound news desk.
John Mousinho on Terry Devlin and Wrexham.
I haven't talked to Terry about Wrexham's interest, but he's absolutely fine. Terry is the most straightforward player I've ever worked with, so I didn't need to muddy the waters at all. There's one massive reason Terry has gone from where he was in Northern Ireland, and the 5-figure fee we paid for him playing a bit part in our promotion, to progressing to being one of the first names on the team sheet in the Championship. There's a reason for that. He gets his head down, and he doesn't complain. He asks why he's not in the team when he's not in the team, then takes what I say and works on it relentlessly. You'll see him out on the training pitch every day when we're telling him to go in. He does everything right in the gym. He lives his life right, and he is going to have a very good career because of that. If he moves on, he deserves it. When you've got players as straightforward as that, there's no need to mess about. Terry will be fully committed to us, for as long as he's at the football club. If he moves on sooner than his contract, then fair play to him, because he deserves it.
So, Pompey bought Terry Devlin for a multiple 5-figure fee, and now he's worth a multiple 7-figure fee. They bought Callum Lang, who we'd never heard of, I don't think, for 400,000, and his sell-on turned out to be getting on for 2 million. Now, this kind of business makes the average hedge fund manager look slow off the mark. So well done to all concerned, and let's keep it up. I worry a tiny little bit. Did you notice during what John Mousinho was saying, so along the lines of twice he said if he moves on, good for him, good luck to him? Not sure we like the sound of that, but let's see what develops. And he is straightforward, isn't he? Every single Pompey fan at Fratton Park knows that Terry Devlin not only plays where he wants, he's very straightforward about his football. He's a great tackler. He's great in the air. He's good tactically. He knows when to get forward. And when he gets forward, he scores goals or sets them up. Yeah. 2 million. Have to do better than that, you Hollywood boys at Wrexham.
Details have emerged of the deal that brought Ebo Adams to Pompey, thanks to research by a Football League world writer Kay Smith.
Stephen Pearce has revealed how Ebo Adams' January departure helped Derby County to an incredible transfer window, which saw the club announce 5 signings, including 2 on deadline day. The midfielder, who had been a key cog at Pride Park over the course of the last 2 years, left the Rams during the window, joining fellow Championship outfit Portsmouth. The Blues spent £500,000 on the 30-year-old, and he has already started to repay that fee, with goals against West Bromwich Albion, and most importantly, Southampton. The £500,000 that Portsmouth paid for the midfielder is no secret, and it has been widely reported by many publications over the course of the last few weeks. However, The Telegraph's John Percy has now reported how Pompey will pay Derby, with the Rams pocketing £375,000 up front, with the rest of the fee to be paid in the summer. This has allowed Eustace and his recruitment team to make quick moves for the likes of Merkin, while Sanderson and Fraulo's permanent moves were seemingly all but paid for by Portsmouth. There is no denying Derby's history, and the horrors of the 2021-22 campaign live long in the memory of those at Pride Park. But David Clowes and Stephen Pearce are doing everything right as they continue to make the club one of the most financially secure in the entire EFL.
Interesting. We can come back to how things are at Derby in just a second, very quickly, but it's pertinent. But first of all, isn't it refreshing to get some minutia, some detail about a transfer involving Pompey? In this case, a purchase. So it's £500,000 is the deal, £375,000 up front, and the rest in the summer. And we suspect that a great many deals are done along similar lines with delayed payments. But it's good to know, and it's good to get the facts, and it's good to have that guy in the building, isn't it? You can understand. I would have thought that quite a few Derby fans would have been very miffed to have lost him, but they're planning for the future. And he's obviously not seen as part of the future as far ahead as they're planning, which brings us round to Derby's situation, which is this. They are only 2 points off a playoff place. But your conspiracy theorists, I think, will quickly point out that they don't want to go up. I've been on a terrace once and heard the chant about another team from their own supporters chanting they don't want to go up. And there can be some truth in it. You don't want to be promoted to a place really where you can't afford to be in so many respects. That lot up the road got embarrassed in the Premier League last season, and Derby don't want that to happen to them. Perhaps. So when they say that they were happy to collect £500,000 for one of their key players, who is now one of our key players, what they're saying is we were able to use that money by investing in players, young players, who will be assets and who will be of value to us in the future. So they are planning for the future rather than the here and now. And Pompey went into the January window, of course, looking to acquire with a view to the here and now. And it looks as though, to a large extent, with what we've seen so far, they've pulled it off.
The football experts at the 72 are asked their predictions for Saturday's game. Will Evans-Jones says, with the winter transfer window done, Preston will be hoping to see their new investments help them build on a solid result last time out. With only 7 points claimed from the last 6 league games, the Lilywhites will be looking to start February with a win. After spending most of the season in and around the top 6, I'm confident they can threaten Portsmouth this weekend. John Mousinho will be looking for a third win in 5 games and may benefit from the lack of a midweek game. With both sides needing the points for different reasons, I think it'll be a close tie. I think a home win though, just. Prediction: Preston 2, Portsmouth 1. James Ray says, Preston have seen their form fall away recently, but they've played some tough teams. A draw against Ipswich Town stopped the rot, and on home turf against a relegation candidate they should be eyeing all 3 points here. That said, Portsmouth are finding some momentum. They've lost just one of the last 9 championship games now, and they're growing stronger, with Ibu Adams quickly becoming a key player. It means I'm leaning towards a result for the visitors, despite the difference in league position. I don't think Pompey will nick all 3 points, but I reckon they're good value for a draw in this one. Prediction: Preston 1, Portsmouth 1.
We asked Steve Bone for his predictions for the Preston game, but first we asked him for his predictions, if he was prepared to venture one, for Pompey's season overall.
1 defeat in our last 9, and that's not bad. That's not relegation form. I personally think we're heading for a finish similar to what we had last season, 16th. I think we'll do it we'll be safe with a couple of games to spare. Preston away is a tricky one. It's a long way to go in the middle of winter. I can see it being quite a dour game, but I can see us nicking a point. I think Lang will probably play. Don't think he'll score. And I think we've got our tails up a little bit with these new people in the squad at the moment. Don't know which of the new boys we're going to see at Preston. 2 or 3 of them probably on the bench, in addition to those who played last Saturday. And I think we're going to come back from Deepdale with a nice point.